Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. We're up to see the Gizzy, a wonderful gizzard of heath. Check the description for a link for El Jefe's pool to feed the homeless. If anybody comes in, cool. I'm gonna have to set you down and get back to work. You're floating back and forth. Hi, Jen. Walk to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Get enough people in here. Today I got a couple questions to ask. Hey Norman, hey Lady D. So if people are still around, once that happens, I got a couple questions to ask you guys about covering a format. I don't know if I should or not, so I'll leave it up to you guys. But El Jefe is feeding the homeless, and there's a link in the description for anybody who needs it. Just trying to throw the word out there. Let me see if I can set my camera real quick. Hey Chuck, what's happening? Let me see if I can get this out to a mod to post in the chat.
Welcome to the Goat Club. Hello, Mama. What's your face there?
Sorry about the camera, folks. I can't see what I'm doing. Hey, Road Warrior. Jen says hi, Hag.
Hello.
All right, put it on the goats and back to work we go. Get down, dog. Don't mess with that. Come on, don't mess with that. Yes, there was a wind, if ever a wind there was. Never, if ever a wind was, the wiggly one. God, that's a wonderful thing he does. We're up to see El Jefe. You bring the buckets out when you come, or you bring them hay?
I will. That's what I'm going to do next.
Did you bring buckets or hay?
Bucket.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully there'll be a few in here when I finish chores, so that I can a couple ideas past you guys. Thinking about doing a coverage on police canines, since my experience in the dog world is over 50 years.
Oh, it's Mr. Man, huh?
Hey, Stinky.
That's Mr. Stinky. Okay, where are we? Oh.
That position might want to head over there.
I will. Yeah, tomorrow, if it's not raining, and even if it is, I may come out anyway. I want to start on, get some yard cleaned up a little bit, start on my stalls, get everything situated for winter.
Gotcha. Okay, this is done. I emptied
Oh,
it
you
yesterday.
didn't dump it?
I dumped it yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, no, that's fine. I didn't know when.
You need a bucket for the girl.
For them, okay. And then I need to fill this.
Yeah.
Okay, and then one bucket for inside. Yep. Hi, girls. Hi, babies. Everybody get enough? Oh, yeah. Looks like everybody got enough. So this is the last one then that's for inside right here. Okay, hang on. With that, and then this out a little bit, get the stuff out of it. Roll this one up for these guys. I put hay inside their shed too, just in case it rained.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of work coming up, man.
Yeah.
A lot of work. Get ready for winter. We're gonna have to shelter over 30 goats in the barn. All right, we're good. All right, that is more than we need. We are good to go on that one. Make sure you tighten it really good there. I'll start heading in with the bucket.
In a second, I'll be right with you.
Okay.
See if I can get you guys a quick look inside the today. Here we go. This crazy kitty. Polly. Polly, you pig.
What?
Polly. What's up, Polly?
My beautiful
Okay, there's your
girlfriend.
debut. What's up, Joe Cool? Joe and the Blow Me Baby. Cool.
Oh, come on in. I gotta. These guys better warm up here.
There's a kitten.
Alright, where's your level?
There he is, Mr. Kai.
You drank a lot of water today, huh?
Okay, Kai, you're back in.
Is he okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Who do you got in there?
Yeah, little man.
Oh, little man?
Yeah, this is our little mini. See?
I don't know if there's enough light for him or
I
not.
don't know.
No,
Don't scare him.
not enough light for
No,
him.
he's kind of
Hey,
scared.
Polly, come on.
Polly,
Polly-
come on, outside.
Polly broke in the barn. Time to
Polly
kick
does
her out.
that. If
Come
you
on.
don't pull that thing all the way.
Out you
she
go,
does.
Polly.
How we doing, Kai? Oh, look, Kai has a friend in there. Dude.
Go away, Polly.
Look, there's a kitty
Yeah,
in
I
there
seen
with
it.
Kai.
All right, let's get these
Let's
guys.
get our water done. All right, let me grab my flashlight.
160 on 8094. Chuck, I want to ride with you, dude. I could get into that. I've been over 181 in years, and that was on a bike.
Hardly. How's your water? Oh, fuck, you're fine, Mr. Man, but you know.
Anybody need water back here?
Now, they're up to speed. And I'm going to do Mr. Man right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go dump this water then.
And, I think Mr. Man's biggest problem over here is that there is some kind of hay getting in here. He just knocking it doesn't taste good. Okay. So, you're actually pretty full. But I'll tell you what.
All right, I can't tell how many people are in here. Let me check the chat real quick. We'll go stand by Jenny's favorite goat while we do this. All right, I have a question for you guys. I've had experience with dogs for over 50 years. I'm familiar with everything from service dogs, therapy dogs, canines, police canines, personal protection dogs, you name it. I've pretty much been into it. And another guy asked me, well, I should say a few people have asked me to come out and talk about police canines in the field and how they work, what they do, how they're trained, etc., and so on. And I'm not really into the service dog scene anymore. Polly Dake is the one who pretty much took that over and ran with it. Although I do have a bunch of dogs that are currently service dogs, therapy dogs, etc., so on. Bomb detection dogs.
Ring sport.
And all kinds of other stuff. But
Ring
I've noticed
free out of our kennel.
I've noticed in a lot of the videos when the police are working the canines around the cars, you could definitely see the triggers and the trigger phrases they're using. Some are oral, some are hand gestures in order to make the dog strike and give a false alert. If you're interested in that, then I may take the time and do a video on that. Otherwise, I think I'll blow it off. But
Alright, Polly People Leader.
if you guys are interested in how that's done, I'll do it. Hey, Jingy.
Are we ready?
I don't know, Joe. I'm going to talk to a friend of mine, Polly Day, and I'm going to ask her if a goat could be a certified therapy animal.
Why not?
And if it can be done, Joe, does that mean if I get the goat certified, I could bring it to your house? You'll take care of it? Yeah, 30% is actually might be a bit high.
You know, it would probably need to be a female.
Because a lot of dogs are trained in, like they say, they're searching for drug money and things like that and illegal money. There's no smell of money that's different than any other money unless it's counterfeit, smells different, and stuff handled by drugs. You'll get the scent of the drug.
Yeah, but anybody
But,
can have that in their wallet.
you know, that's still not a reason. Because if he's hitting on money, you know, that somebody used to snort cocaine with, it's not reasonable. So you really got to watch what the handler says they're searching for when they tell you they're bringing a canine to search. They have to be specific. They have to say if they're conducting a search for illegal narcotics, if they're conducting a search for money, or whatever. Come on, Joe. That would be a riot, dude. Going around Chicago with a goat. I even come with you. We'll get stoned and walk him down Lakeshore Drive. Yeah, that's a complete and total lie, LDI. Dog can't I can't even say it. A dog can't separate one human from another smell.
Honey,
What?
will you take this and put that in the garage
Yep.
for me? Where you're going? Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go feed the other dog. Good to see everyone.
Yeah,
Thank
Joe.
you for joining us.
That's just how they do it. That's just like a lot of the canine bodyguards. You can go to Amazon. You can read a bunch of free crap. If you don't buy the book, it's called Bodyguards by Mike Harlow. You'll find out some of my dogs are in there. But when they send a canine on you, it should never attack you from behind. They will. Cowardly dogs will, and a cowardly handler will do it, but you should always be able to call a dog off and make that dog hit the ground before the bite. And most of these animals they have out there are just dangerous. Come on, kitty. Not waiting all day. Come on, Striper. You wildcats are crazy, man. Yeah, that's all right. Don't scratch the piss out of me. Just jump. There you go. I'm not sure if any of you guys have been following El Jefe, but he's been trying to feed the homeless. He emptied his pockets to feed them and didn't even have enough to go around. Oh, big ripper. All right, start again. I want to say thanks to all the people who helped out with Tamlin's getting back on the road and heading out. You guys helped out immensely. Thanks for the support. Right? Oh, I've seen some really good ones, Lady Di. I've got some on back in the handler. It took 3 guys to get the melon. Hey guys, I totally ripped out. Not sure if anybody's here, but I attempted a return. I'm gonna go back and read chat, see what comments I missed. I'm bring okay. Yep, I made it back, lady. Yeah, the cop that got ate by the melon wow was actually a Cook County sheriff. It was pretty good. A lot of the police department dogs are trained by Alex Rothaker up at Tops Kennels in Grays Lake. Alex has had a few dogs on David Letterman. He's got that trick poodle that jumps the rope and all that. But yeah, I've got some good footage of dogs doing some good work, taking them down in bite suits. Dogs that are just using a hard sleeve. Dogs that are just using leg chaps. I mean, I've got some pretty good footage. Yep, canines live with their handlers. And the funny thing is, like most of the German Shepherds and the Belgian Malinois that are over here, if you talk to the breeders over there, they'll tell you that we buy all their garbage for like 30 to 50 grand a dog. Hey, Zebra, what's happening? If you're ever going to get attacked by a police canine, make sure that you have on a baseball cap. It's a very good deterrent. It'll stop most dogs from biting you. I think I'm going to have a lot of problems with my internet here, so bear with me. I'm probably going to fade in and out. From the outside quit. Should have. Oh, I'm burnt out, man. I need to hire a couple guys. What's happening, El Jefe? We've got your link up in the description to feed the homeless. Yeah, Lady Di, they do. They use cocaine on the shepherds. I've seen it before many times. Many, many times. I'm not sure what they're using on the Belgian Malinois, though. I don't know if they're, if they're still using coke on them, or if, they went to heroin or something else. God only knows. But I know the shepherds, they do use cocaine. It's kind of funny because a lot of people don't know how to get around the dog being able to scent things out. They don't realize that if a dog gets sprayed by a skunk in the face, it can still, it can still find cocaine, heroin, pot, anything else. Awesome, Nuckins. Yeah, the only canine officer I know is in Boone County. Well, I should say the only canine officer that's on the up and up is out of Boone County. He actually stopped this canine handler out of McHenry County when I lived up in Boone County from taking her canine out and getting it killed in my yard of dogs. He told her not to take her dog out. And he's the only guy I know who actually handles his canine and plays it straight. If I was back in McHenry County and Boone County, I could be out auditing, catching all kinds of tyrants. Most canines are abused, El Jefe. Very few handlers even know what they're doing. They don't even know the basics. They teach them that bullshit German, plot. I hate a dog trained in German. Hey, Dick Jones. My dogs are trained in hand language, sign language, and they're also changed in Czechoslovakian. One of the best working German Shepherds I saw was a dog called Kibo, and he belonged to Captain Craig, retired Chicago police officer turned private investigator. He went to a private investigator because of the corruption in the Chicago police force. And he joined with a lawyer from out there, and they teamed up, and they have won 2 suits successfully against Chicago so far. Attack of the Cats again. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And I'll bet you that the guy who shot the dog, I'll bet you that guy's doing way more time than Amber Geiger. A guy in Chicago beat a police canine. He punched it in the face and knocked it out. And he ended up getting 10 years for assault and battery on a police officer. Agree, El Jefe. Life would have been generous. It's pretty sad when you can take a human life, and a police dog gets a harsher sentence for just beating it up, not even killing it. She's probably going to go to the country club. It's probably not even going to be a prison. She'll probably go to one of those where they take all the people who commit the high dollar tax fraud and all that other crap, where they live like in a regular house. It's not really prison. Yeah, that would have been nice to see Lady die. Zebra. You girls in here meeting Dick? Jeez. Yeah, North Sac. That's because most of the dogs that we buy out of Germany are garbage. The Germans sell us their garbage. They laugh about it. It's pretty funny. I know, Zebra, but I couldn't resist. I have to be an asshole sometimes. You know? I just don't feel right if I'm not. And I know you won't go mental about it, thinking I meant something that I didn't. So I had to take the opportunity to slip it in. Got to be careful who I say things to because some people get butthurt real easy. Oh, suspicious activity 81 is going to be trying to run a pool here too, trying to get him up towards El Jefe's way, and he wants to go across the states. So that'll be the next pool coming up. Get that out in circulation. Once I get all my stuff caught up, then I'll have more time to mess around. Right now I'm kind of crunched. I got to process a whole load of Fuji apples this weekend. So I'm going to be making apple jelly and apple butter all weekend, maybe into midweek. We got way more apples than I expected. Yeah, Dick Jones, I saw that. That was a nice little threat. At least I interpret it as a threat. It's kind of sad. None of my trolls have been here to troll me in a long time. I think I'm unpopular now. Yeah, Nuckin's going to meet the right one. If she takes her time. Yeah, I know, Dick. City doesn't fix anything. Nobody fixes anything anymore. They just simply don't care. All right, what's going on here? How come this is on my screen? Oh, Zebra, old don't mean anything. Why are you wrenching yourself, Lady Di? I'm old. I'm like in a 95-year-old body. Is life without sex really life? I don't know. Awesome, Zebra. I'll have to check it out. I might get lucky and get a new phone this month. A friend of mine from childhood, from when we were like 13, 14, contacted me recently. Said he was going to buy me a phone for my birthday, which is kind of strange. But I'll take it if he gives it. Sounds reasonable, Lady Di. Sounds reasonable. Oh, instead of just sitting here on my ass, I guess I could get up. You gonna hang here for a couple minutes, Nuck, and I'll walk out to the skull pile and show you what I have coming your way. Think the city's gonna bitch about my weeds in the yard? I don't think they will. They're so tall you can't even tell the greenhouse is in here. It's hilarious. There's the greenhouse, top of it. Oh, I definitely need to find a couple workers to help. The only thing is, nobody wants to work anymore. They don't want physical labor. They just want to sit on a computer and type stuff. Kitty. Kitty and another kitty. That's a strange ass kitty right there. Okay, Nuckin, here we go. We got a weird head with a broken horn. We got a head with 2 horns. We have a head with 2 horns and the horns on this one. I believe the horns for this one right here are inside still. We have jaw bones. We have teeth. We have vertebrae for necklaces that you can put stones in and whatever. Bunch of vertebrae. This jawbone belongs over here. And we have some raccoon penises. Yeah, Nuckin, I'm still sending you extra horns. I'm just so far behind on everything. Here's a deformed raccoon penis. These other raccoon penises are shaped properly. See how they're like curving a bone? This is old twisty penis. I don't think you could reproduce with that. Yeah, raccoons have penis bones. And here's the other one. This one has horns, but you're probably going to have to finish this one off. It's not completely dried out yet, so you probably have to do some cleanup work on this one, Nuckin. I haven't had the time to finish it up. Right now, I don't have any shoulders. I won't have any till I go deer hunting. I'm way behind. I need to, well, let's walk out there. Deer season opened. I still don't have my licenses or any of that. North Sac, I believe, I don't think it was 9/18. I believe it was We the People auditing. You can verify that with News Now Yukon. No, News Now Patrick should go have unprotected sex. All right, Nuckin, this is where we got to go. I'll show you what I got to do before I can hunt this year. Like I said, I'm so far behind. Filled in one hole with gravel. One of many. There's another cat. These cats are everywhere. All right, I don't know if you guys can see this on camera or not, if you can see these deer trails, but They're here. I'm walking in one. This whole field, knocking, I have to cut this all the way down. Because back in the far right corner is where I go to get my deer. I would knocking, but I don't socialize with many people. You know, it's kind of 3 people is my world here. I don't speak to the neighbors. The only other guy around I speak to is a couple miles away from here. Melinda the molester. Ghostess, the fattest goat in the world. On the most boring stream on YouTube. I still have to unload that wagon. No, she isn't pregnant. She's just a slob. That goat eats 24/7, 365. She's so fat, I'm afraid to breed her. I'll tell all the other people I know that hunt, and I'll ask them for the bones. A lot of the people I know, they take their deer in to be butchered. They don't even butcher themselves, so that's kind of a drawback. There's a lot of deer down there in the gully. And there's a big 12-pointer that hangs out right in the center of that old horse field where you can't get to them. Me too, North Sac. I try to put up 3 a year. This year I'm going to try to get 4. Gonna try to fill the freezer good. Then I'm gonna see if I can hook up with my buddy in Tennessee and maybe cruise down there, do a trade for a wild boar again. Last year I traded a deer for 2 wild boar. Mix up the menu a little bit. There's my old truck in the background for when the EMP comes. I really should move that thing out of the weeds, but there's so much I should do that I haven't done. It's not funny. I see Penny out here. Oh, I have to make it out for archery season or the freezer will be dry. Hey, 00. Yeah, Lady Di. If I wasn't so lazy, I could collar up a goat and walk it down in the front yard and turn it loose and let it eat the weeds. It's just, I don't have the time to do it. And then when I do have the time to do it, instead of doing what I should do, I mess around on YouTube. And I call it a break, and then I don't get things done. But yeah, I could typically march a couple goats in there and get that destroyed in a couple hours. which is probably what I should do. Awesome, North Sac. I usually let the big ones walk and I take the younger ones, the ones with the deformed racks. Pretty much have them eliminated now, so the herd's under control a little better. Hey, weird kitty. Where's Merb? Hey guys, where's Merb? Too dark in there? Where's Merb, guys? I don't see Merb either. Hey, HPR. Yeah, half of the original bow flock, which consisted of 10 barred rock hens, 5 of them went to live with Tommy Brown, so the bow flock has been separated. Now half is here and half is with Tommy Brown. Here, wild kitty, will you let me pet you? Oh my God, you did. You let me pet you. Hey, Striper. It's Striper. Crazy Striper. I'm not sure who that cat is. Hey, Jenny, I think Polly wants to come live with you. Yeah, well, El Jefe, I don't like cats either. They're good for the mouse population out here, but the bad thing about it is everybody who goes by thinks cats belong here. So now we have like 80 cats that people have dropped off. Hey, News Now Cleveland. Yeah, Hag's allergic to cats too, but I've got this cat called Maka, and for some reason she's not allergic to Maka. Maka slays like between 3 to 5 mice every night. So she earns her keep. These other cats, not so much. El Jefe, I'm not even sure if you want to know the truth. I can ask her though. Hey, GT. Yeah, same here, North Sac. Pretty soon, distemper is going to set in if I don't take measures to alleviate the population. Tell Tammy hi, Jen. I really need to clean the garage too. Can't get to anything. Generator's buried. One welder's kind of unburied. Pressure washer's buried. Battery chargers, half and half. Lawnmower is accessible. The other lawnmower is accessible. The egg boiling pot's accessible. Everything else, pretty much trashed. No, you can get to the drill press too, yes. Thanks, Jen. Got to get rid of some of these vehicles too. This is getting crazy. Awesome, GT. 5 acres is awesome. Gonna have to get rid of this car. That piece of shit Toyota. The Jeep. The van. Way too many vehicles. Tractor can stay. And the other van. They need to roll. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles right here in this area, and I'm the only guy with a license. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't have a lot of hope in the VA hospital. I watched my dad fight him for years, and he was a veteran of World War II. But I did heed his suggestion, never join. I can't say the rest for my sisters, though. My sister's either a colonel or a major. I'm not sure which. Chauncey. What's up, Chauncey? Yeah, Agent Orange, more commonly known as Roundup. That stuff's terrible. I know quite a few people who got that and just severely deteriorated from that. We're going to cut that tree down too before it takes off the roof of the garage. That damn willow tree that's up above the garage there, that thing's only 4 years old. It was cut to the ground. Yeah, Zebra was well over 1,000. I don't know what the hell happened to her subs. Yeah, my dad was in World War II, and he never spoke about it. All he did was scream out in terror screams in the middle of the night, almost every night. Yeah, I noticed if you go to any of those networking channels or people in the chat are going sub for sub. You leave the chat and you end up and they rip off a bunch of your subs. I did that one night and I've avoided it ever since. Wow, you're down that low, lady? 250? Jesus. I know, I'm waiting for the day I try to go live and the thing tells me to piss off into the wind. I don't have enough subs. No, GT. The only thing I've ever seen is the small unit, small Walmart unit converted to fit in the side of a van window, and then it goes down through the AC-DC converter, or I should say the inverter. Darkness is coming quick again. Striper, come on, get off my feet. Your claws hurt my legs. The bottoms of my feet are tough, but not my legs. Come on, stop. I'm gonna have to move. The cat won't quit climbing up my legs and it hurts. My connection's so bad I can't stream through YouTube, Streamlabs, any accessories. Exactly, El Jefe. It's exactly how it is. Yeah, Texas GT, the only thing my dad ever did was in the middle of the night, he'd break out in a cold sweat and start screaming out longitude and latitude and all kinds of other crap. Oh, what are the bones from? Oh, combination of things. We have some goat skulls. The jawbones are all from goats. The vertebrae are from a raccoon. The penises are from a raccoon. But mostly here, everything's goat. The next thing will be, the next thing I'll harvest will be deer. That'll be the next bone things coming up. Hey, Nuckin, do you want any antlers? Yeah, my neighbor was in Nam, and he used to tell us about how they used to frag the medic in order to get the morphine. They'd frag their own medics and grab the morphine. All right, Nuckin, I have a few antlers laying around that I'm not using, so I can hook you up with them too. Do you have a way to cut them? Okay. Well, if you want me to cut some for you, let me know. Yep, I heard that too. One of my friends was a Green Beret, and he told me how they would go in and they'd sneak in and they'd just start slicing people's throats, put their hand over their mouth and slit them ear to ear. Just go through the whole barracks, killing them. He told me it didn't get really hairy until they started killing everybody in town. Women, children, didn't matter. They saw them, they wiped them out. Do you guys want me to leave the most boring stream on YouTube run while I go finish up chores? Because if I go inside the quail house, I'm going to lose signal. So I have two options. Either kill the stream or leave it open for you guys to chat till I'm done. You guys can make the choice. Because I know this stream is boring. I bring you no visual content at all. Okay, I got one to leave it up. Two to leave it up. Since I don't know how many people are in here, I'll say 3 volts. I'll leave it up. I'll put it on the chair and go in and finish. Be as quick as I can. Okay, up it is. All right, guys, I'm going to set you down. Try and give you at least something where it's some daylight to look at. Come on. Come on, kitty. Here. Take off. You can't be on top of the camera. Nobody wants to see you. It's a little cockeyed, but I think it'll stay here till I get back. Come on, get down, cat. Oh, cat, you are so frustrating. Okay, I shall return as quick as possible. Move, crazy cat. Are we still here? Just take a look. Take care, Norsack. Yeah, 00. We've had, I think, 5.5 wet out here. Man, it's getting so dark you can't really see anything anymore. Oh, every time it rains, 00, we get about anywhere from 100 as high as 600 gallons of water in the basement here. It's crazy. Sounds cool, zebra. You shall forever be the zebra. Lady Di, I know a guy in Maryville, Tennessee that hand makes furniture. Well, he hand makes everything. Plus, he does carvings of statues, toys, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm no good with wood. I can't even take 2x4s and make a square. I'm a disaster when it comes to carpentry. And the bad thing about it is I have everything. I've got like a table saw, a bandsaw. What is that other thing? Oh, it's a router table. Bunch of fixtures to make different joints. I've got all kinds of woodworking stuff, but I've got no idea how to use any of it. I'm just not gifted in woodworking. But I can fix anything else. I can fix your refrigerator, microwave, dishwasher, coffee pot, your plumbing, your heating, your central air, your car. I'll trade you Nuckin. Barnwood curio cabinet with glass in it for some really good LSD 25 on a cube. I don't know, he's pretty reasonable and he works really fast. He built me some quail feeders. When I was younger, he actually he carved me a bunch of stuff, a bunch of wood carvings for me. He's highly talented. I mean, he carved a scale model of a John Deere tractor with the wheels that work, and I mean, everything works on the thing. The steering wheel, the steering, out of a solid piece of wood, and I have no idea how he did it, but he doesn't think it's any big deal. He gave it to one of his grandkids as a present. Awesome, Zebra. Now all you have to do is quit drinking that poison soda that the government's killing you with. Yeah, I'll give it to him, Lady Di, and I'll tell him what you're interested in. You can talk to him about it. His name is Pinner. He went to Maryville. He's down in Maryville, Tennessee right now. Oh, she drinks Kool-Aid with that artificial stuff in it. Steve? No, his name's not Steve. His real name is, give it to me. Give me a second and I'll pull it up. It's been like, I've known this guy for like 30-something years. His name's Tim. That's his real name. But everyone calls him Pinner. He can send you a bunch of pictures of all his work. He's done a lot of crazy things. He actually did a built-in cabinet for a woman, and it's like, I don't know, the thing looks like it's a $2 or $3 million house. The thing's gigantic, and he built this. It's a cabinet with glass in it, and he hand carved the whole thing. So it's all got these custom hand carvings in it. It's got like pictures of her kids and her dad and the grandparents and the great grandparents. Zebra, he's not expensive at all. He doesn't see it as a talent. I mean, you can hand him a stick in the yard and he'll take his pocket knife out, and in 10 minutes you'll have either an elephant, a giraffe, a zebra hidden inside the wood. He'll just carve it and hand it to you. It's really strange. He's definitely a highly talented artist, but he just... All right, Zebra. Oh, Jefe, you're right down the road from Maryville? Sweet, dude. Maybe we can hook up, dude. I'm planning on traveling down that way this year to trade some deer for hogs. So if you're not far from Maryville, dude, and my daughter's up in Hartsville. I don't know how far away you are from that. You're 30 minutes out of Hartsville? Sweet. I was in Hartsville, I think. 3 or 4 years ago, I did a turn and burn to Hartsville. Drove down there, was there maybe hour and a half, 2 hours, and headed back. It's a crap part about being on a farm. Every trip I take, I got to turn and burn and do it within 24 hours. Oh, 30 minutes to Hartsville. Okay. Yeah. Maryville's a lot farther down than Hartsville. When I hit Hartsville to make it to Hartsville, All right, Brody, way to go. Well, El Jefe, if I make that trip, I'll coordinate with you and I'll bring you a bunch of organic supplies down there to feed the homeless with. Because I've tried to ship chicken eggs. Chicken eggs don't work. They don't ship at all. I sent the guy 8 dozen chicken eggs and he got 2 eggs out of the whole shipment. The only thing that survives in shipping is quail eggs. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this one up. Then I'll give Pinner a call and give him your girl's phone numbers. I'll tell him what Lady Di's looking for. I'll just have him call you, Nuckin, because I don't know what you're looking for. You want me to have him wait a couple days to call you, Nuckin? No problem, El Jefe. Hopefully we can get the homeless link out there and working. All right, Zebra. I'll give him your number and tell him to wait a couple days before he calls you, and then I'll give him Lady Di's phone number and tell him, what she's looking for, and he can call her and talk to her. And he'll probably send you some pictures of his work and things he's done and things he's made. And he does some really high quality workmanship. I actually have a picture frame he gave me for my birthday back in 1982. And it's still hanging in there, and it's awesome. It's one of the few things that made it through the house fire and didn't destroy itself. The frame almost looks like zebra wood, and it has gold chain running through it. And the picture is of an Indian. It's pretty cool. All right, people. Thanks for coming. Have fun. I'm going to turn this thing off. So until next time, and the rebroadcast of the most boring stream on YouTube returns. Hope to see you then. Bye, guys.